pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated, and we will call the Troy City Council meeting for June the 12th to order. If the clerk will please note that all of our members are present except for Mr. Meeks. And the same was true for our 4 o'clock work session. We did meet upstairs at 4 o'clock for our work session to go over our agenda items. We do not have any committee reports at this time, but council, you do have the minutes from the previous meeting on May the 22nd, plus the minutes for our special call meeting on May the 23rd in front of you. If there are no corrections to be made to these minutes, we need a motion to approve. By Mr. Jones, seconded by Ms. Baker. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Any abstentions? Hearing none, the minutes are unanimously approved. Thank you. The first item of business on our agenda this evening is Resolution 2018-56, which is an automatic aid agreement. And Chief Stevens, if you'll come forward and give us a brief explanation of the resolution, please.
Yes, sir. This is an agreement between all the fire departments in Pike County to utilize the tanker task force, and it will actually help, hopefully, with insurance ratings throughout the county for areas that do not have the proper hydrants and water quality for their areas.
All right, council, you've heard a description from Chief Stevens, and I believe this does include every fire department and volunteer fire department in the county.
Yes, sir, it does.
All right, any other questions for Chief Stevens at this time? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve?
Okay.
By Ms. Baker, seconded by Ms. Moultrie. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Any abstentions? Hearing none, the resolution is unanimously approved. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. All right, the next item, actually the next 2 items, but we will take them one at a time, is Resolution 2018-57, which is a bid rejection. And this is for a switch. I think the way the bids came in, some were open because they were not marked correctly. So therefore, we need to reject the bids and redo the entire process. So with that, council, is there any questions? Or is Mike, if you don't mind coming forward, I was looking for Brian. I knew he wasn't here. Okay, so did I give a okay synopsis of that?
You did.
Ms. Moultrie?
This is on the switch here.
Yes.
So mine, we had all of these that we received wrong.
No, ma'am. And Brian just gave me a little insight. The mayor's aware of it. It was open. It wasn't marked correctly. And when the bids were due, I think one was left out.
Right.
It wasn't open. And
So how many did we get in?
I believe 3. Okay. That's not, I'm not, Allison, are you aware of how many we got in?
There were 3 bids provided.
They all were done
One
the
was
same.
labeled properly, that's correct.
Okay.
And then they opened the one that was labeled properly, and the bids were there for them to see. And then the other bids from Mr. Brian, he didn't open them up because they weren't addressed properly, left them on his desk. So the next morning after the bid opening, he realized that was a bid, so we couldn't have it in an open form. And then the third one came in, I think, the next day.
So it wasn't that it was necessarily something wrong with the bids, it's just how they were received.
Correct. Correct.
It spoiled the process.
And these will go out immediately for rebidding.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
So what's the urgency on this switch?
This switch is part of the upgrade to be doing away with the Troy University substation. Mm-hmm. And so this is part of that upgrade that substation will be done away with. And it's just part of the process that we've been doing. And this bid's been, I think we've been trying to get these bids in for a pretty good while, so probably 3 months. So we just had some problems and some issues with it. Hopefully this will be the last time we'll open and we'll be able to report bids.
All right, any other questions or comments from the council to Mike at this point?
Hearing none, is there a motion for Resolution 2018-57 to reject the bid?
So moved.
By Ms. Moultrie, seconded by Mr. Jones. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Any abstentions? Hearing none, the resolution is approved. Thank you. And if you'll do one more, and this is also a bid rejection on the Walnut Creek wastewater treatment plant process equipment. I think it's actually the same thing. Some bids were not delivered back, were not labeled properly, and
They were opened incorrectly, and so the only opportunity we had was to rebid the process. And by y'all allowing us to do it this way, then we will again get the bids out and start the process and be able to award the bids in a very timely manner. So I appreciate y'all, acting on this if possible.
well, we want the process to be correct. So, all right, Council, you have a resolution before you, 2018-58, a bid rejection. Is there a motion to approve? So by Mr. Jones, seconded by Ms. Baker. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Any abstentions? Hearing none, the resolution is approved. Did I miss that?
Well, clerk, if you
Open
knew
my
which one
mouth.
actually did it, that would be great. Thank you.
You can give Miss Moultrie credit for that one.
All right, Ms. Moultrie actually seconded the process, so I want to make sure she's recorded correctly.
That's right.
I'll third it. How about that?
All right, thank you. The next item on our agenda, thank you, Mike, I appreciate it. The next item on our agenda is Ordinance 388, which is amending the building code. This will serve as the second reading for this ordinance, but before we take any action, we will have a public hearing. So is there anyone here that would like to speak in favor of or in opposition to amending the building code Ordinance 388? Hearing none, we will move forward. Council, you have before you Ordinance 388. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
By Ms. Baker, seconded by Mr. Jones. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Any abstentions? Hearing none, Ordinance 388 is approved. Thank you. The next item is Ordinance 389, amending the fire code. And just like the previous ordinance, before we take action, there will be a public hearing. So is there anyone here that would like to speak in favor of or in opposition to Ordinance 389, amending the fire code? Hearing none, we will move forward. So, Council, you have before you Ordinance 389. Is there a motion to approve? By Mr. Jones, seconded by Ms. Moultrie. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Any abstentions? Hearing none, Ordinance 389 is approved. Thank you. All right. Next item is Ordinance 390, which is amending the corporate limits, which will include us annexing a portion of land, I believe right at 13 acres. The Planning Commission took this up at their last meeting. Is Ms. Sanders here? I know they took this up at their last meeting and it moved forward from there, but this will constitute a first reading of this ordinance, and then we will revisit this at our June the 26th meeting. The next item is Ordinance 391, and Mayor, I think you're going to give us a brief description of what
Yes, this
we
is
will have in the future.
last week we did the interim financing. This will be, we'll take action on it at our next meeting. We just got the bids. In fact, I just signed a receipt of the bid a few minutes ago. So we'll have this on the agenda in 2 weeks, and we'll ask for a suspension of the rules and immediate consideration then, as the bids are good through the 30th of this month. But this will put permanent financing in place to take care of our obligations under the Kimber project agreement.
All right. Any questions or comments from the council to the mayor at this point?
And Rush Rice and Richard Calhoun will be here at that meeting to go over all the documentation with the council and go over the way it's structured.
All right. Thank you, Mayor. We will move forward. Ordinance The next item is ordinance 392, which is a land exchange with East Central Mental Health. And Mayor, do you mind giving us a brief description on, this will be a first reading?
Yeah, this is a first reading. The East Central has got some intention to possibly build a new facility that they will manage. The only property that they have is adjacent to their current office, which would not be suitable for what they were looking at. And they asked if we had some property that we would be willing to swap. We have about 4 acres down near the old Public Works facility, and this is in relation to that. The property that they'll swap with us is property that is adjacent to their main offices on Walnut Street.
Okay. All right, this will constitute the first reading for this ordinance as well. So with that concludes our normal agenda items for this evening. Mayor, we do not have any appointments at this time, and we welcome your comments and report.
Don't really have much of a report. Be glad that we got this permit. It looks like we got a good bid, so we'll be talking more about that next week, and be glad to get that project to conclusion, and just appreciate this. This has been a long process. I know when you undertake something this large, it takes a great deal of time. And as we were talking upstairs, there's been a lot of people working on this. So glad to see this is finally starting to. We're really rounding third and headed for home. So. But that's all I have. If y'all have questions, I'll be glad to answer them.
Any questions, comments for the mayor at this point?
And I appreciate y'all, dealing with me being out with the wear sunscreen. I had to have surgery on my face because of skin cancer, and I should have listened better about that. So that's my thought for the night, is to take care of yourself. So.
Well, good advice. So with that, council member comments, Mr. Jones.
Thanks, Mr. Chairman. Brief. I just want to thank everybody for coming out to the meeting tonight, and let you know that you're welcome, always welcome. And a reminder to District 1 that this is cleanup month, and if you won't have anything that you need removing from your property, any trash or cars or whatever, we have to put it out and we'll pick it up.
Ms. Baker?
No comments tonight.
Ms. Moultrie? Well, with that, I won't have any either then. So a motion to adjourn is always in order. Let's throw Robert under the bus. There you go. We are dismissed. Thank you. I started to tell him I got to break the sign.
Create the appearance that someone is at home. You can view video.
There are many different offices in city government, and each one has a phone. Keeping track of all those numbers is a huge challenge. The good news is you don't have to. There is one simple 3-digit phone number for city information and services. It's 311.
Good morning, City of Troy 311. May I help you?
Call 311 for questions about your recycling, garbage pickup, to report a stray dog in the neighborhood, if there's a pothole that needs filling, to report power outages, limbs on the street, and much more. City of Troy 311. 911 is always the number to call in case of an emergency, like a fire, a crime in progress, or a medical emergency. 911 is for emergencies. 311 is for everything else. You can download the City of Troy's 311 app from the App Store or Play Store. Remember, for city information and services, call 311. For more information, check out the City of Troy's website at troyal.gov.
Come visit Troy Nissan. With a new modern look and the same great staff, we are dedicated to providing you with an excellent customer experience. Shop us online at www.troynissaninc.com. Free oil changes for life on all new vehicles. Thanks for being part of our family. Troy Nissan.
Troy Cable is the leader in smart home security, giving you solutions to monitor, protect, and automate your home. Troy Cable Security keeps your property